Here is a tiny cemetery that is right next to the freeway by my house. It's in this little corner right between the freeway and what used to be the off-ramp over there. It's kind of a cool tree. And there's not much here. It's really small. I've never been here before. There's a big brown like dirt space in between those ones way down there, and then we have some stuff up here. This is actually pretty well maintained. Concrete's broken. They have little planter boxes. They're kind of cool. Got some different shapes here. It's kind of cool. Got the little arch and like tube here. That looks like a vase of some sort. Kinds of different shapes. Just a couple little small tombstones. This one's kind of cool. Look at this one. Unknown. They don't know who the person is that's buried there. I have never seen that before. Look at these too. These all say unknown. This guy's been dead since 1925. They must have built this cemetery before the freeway was built. Came through here. I assume anyway. Because who wants to be buried next to the freeway? I wouldn't. I like the palm tree. It's actually a pretty nice graveyard. like this block. It looks like a piece of blue cheese. It's a lot more peaceful here than I thought it would be, despite the location. Something calm and peaceful, even in between all the cars. Still, I would not want to be buried next to a freeway. I don't really know why either. It's just, I guess there's this part of myself that feels like you just kind of imagine that your dead self, you know, is still gonna care about the things that your alive self will. Which in all likelihood, I mean, it's just a dead body that's going to rot in the ground, so what does it matter? Why even bother? You know, why even bother getting buried or whatever? But I don't really even care about getting buried. I don't know. It's just kind of nice to have some spot, some sort of like stone in the ground that says like, I was here. That people can look at in the future and wonder, you know, who was that guy? So anyway, show you the sign here. Apparently it's under construction or remodeling. Not a bad little cemetery right next to the freeway. This used to be the off-ramp, the street getting off the freeway, but then they changed it. The liquor store over there used to be really busy, and now it's out of business since they changed the road. I don't really feel sorry for them because it was a really shitty liquor store. They had the words bait written 3 times on the sign, and I went in there one day and tried to get some earthworms. And the guy looked at me like I was crazy, like, why are you asking for worms? Or not earthworms, night crawlers. Is a night crawler an earthworm? Is that the same thing? I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, yeah, it was a weird liquor store because the sign said bait, but they didn't sell any bait. And it was one of those places where they had a lot of different beer in the case, but none of it was labeled. I typically don't shop places where they don't list prices because I usually buy what's on sale, and I don't want to stand there and ask the guy what every single thing costs, you know. So, and the weird thing is they also sold tile there, so like the other half of the store was all tile, and it was like, who's gonna buy tile from the guy, the liquor store next to the freeway? And it was right next to a trailer park. And I could see he got a lot of business from them. Because there are always people walking back and forth from the trailer park. They probably weren't buying tile though. Anyway. So as you can see, I'm going over the new overpass. So much traffic. So it's always so like busy, and I don't know. I wish I lived somewhere much more rural without all this bullshit, all these fucking people. It's probably why I retreat to places like graveyards, gardens, and nurseries. They're kind of, I I also like nurseries. I've always liked nurseries because they're peaceful and there's plants and there's not a lot of people, and you can just kind of appreciate the different, like, you know, the artistic layout of the place with the different fountains and ponds and plants and stuff. You can get ideas in your head of different landscaping ideas and stuff, and you know, graveyards in a way are like that. They're like gardens or nurseries with dead people in them, which kind of adds a, I don't know, it adds another like layer to it, which is even cooler. Now I'm about to cross this freeway. You can see there's cars coming. Hopefully I don't get run over. There's actually a little bit of land they haven't built on yet. I live in this stupid suburb that's like, every piece of land they have to just crowd as many fucking homes on it as they possibly can. Or some sort of strip mall or something. I mean, they can't just leave it alone. Like, look in the distance. It's all houses. It's all houses. It's all houses down there. It's all houses down there. It's all houses past there. And that way too, that's all houses. It's all houses everywhere. And big ass roads. This used to be a one-lane road. Or, you know, one lane each way. It's like a fucking highway now. And this is just a normal road. 4 fucking lanes. Both sides. So no matter where you live in your home, in your little cracker box home with no insulation, right on top of a bunch of other people, you're living basically next to a fucking freeway. Anyway. That's the Church of Christ right there. It's like the crappiest little building ever. It kind of looks like a trailer. Like one of those trailers that they kind of put siding on to make it look like a permanent house. Well, the thing in the back's a trailer for sure. Then around the corner there's the First Baptist Church, which is where all the it's like huge, and like all the cars pulling into the parking lot are all like super duper fucking like nice cars, and they're all like, it's basically like the church for the rich people. And I always feel like I'm gonna get run the fuck over trying to walk or ride by the place. Because people are always just, there's like a huge line. They're all like really, you know, like anxious to turn the fuck in there. It's like, chill out, people, you know? Jesus will still be there. You don't need to run over pedestrians. I mean, obviously they don't recognize me. I'm some heathen that doesn't go to their church. I know they don't want to run me over, but I just don't get this kind and loving spirit or whatever that I'm supposed to feel from Christians. Like, you know, it's cool they don't run me over, but they could like not give me a dirty look either. I like that truck. I need a new truck.